Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here, the Furriers channel, just coming at you with another video, and we're going to do an unboxing of an action figure as usual, and we'll kind of go through some pickups that came in. It was a delivery from the old Big Bad Toy Store. So it is not a Saturday that we're starting on this week, it is a Friday. So we are off on Friday here at the Furriers channel. We'll go ahead and get into what came in this week real quick. It's not a lot, so it won't take very long. So we will start off with, we got that Bane in already from McFarlane's DC Multiverse. Got the good stuff. And then also came in was the Joker. And boy, let me tell you what, this stuff was announced. And one thing about McFarlane I've noticed through my years of buying McFarlane and watching other people that pick up McFarlane. Oh, that was Superman. I was talking about something else. This is the Superman that they re-released. I don't know if it's like 100% the same with the head sculpts. I don't know if the other one came with a smiling face, but this one came with the cheese face, like flying at the end, flying over Earth and in outer space. And this one isn't really new. It's a re-release too. But this is the Power Princess. This one was hard to come by for a long time, let me tell you. I don't know if the pre-orders have sold out of this one. I think it might have, maybe. But this one on the secondhand market on eBay and stuff, that's why I never got it. It was like, I would see it for like $90 or $100. I'm like, I'm not paying that much for a daggum Marvel Legends that came out at like $24.99 or something like that. It's just like, I'm not going to grab it, but it's the Marvel's Warbird. I bought two of those. I just happened to walk in Target whenever it first came out and hit the shelves. There was two of them on the shelf just sitting there, and I was like, So I just grabbed both of them. So, but we got that one in, so we will have completed our Squadron Supreme team, which took quite a few years just because of missing that one. And the other two box sets that I bought with those, got one really cheap on Amazon or Ollie's or something. I can't remember where it was. And then I think, yeah, it was one of them was Amazon, the other one was Ollie's, I think. I could be wrong on that. Okay, and then we got Bradley Sanders from the G.I. Joe line. Y'all know I'm not a big super duper G.I. Joe kind of guy, but we got that one in the mail, which was pretty exciting. And then we got Vortex in. I told y'all that we were going to try to finish out Bruticus. I got lost in my thought there, trying to remember his name. So that's what we got in this week. And I figure we'll go ahead, because I want to get this one open. We'll go ahead and do an unboxing of the Joker, which I'm sure the title of this video said the Joker. So, but anyways, this one is, like I said before when we talked about this one I did not see on the shelf at all. None whatsoever. The only one I seen was Batman. So out of these three of what McFarlane has released, I think possibly this is the end for me in DC Multiverse, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, unless there's something that he does this year that comes out and I'm interested in, I just don't foresee it at the moment. This past year has been pretty light on McFarlane, and so this year, 2026, this is it so far, and I don't foresee moving along with them anymore, but things could change. We'll see. Now, McFarlane wise, that Hellboy, now that one I might be getting. So, but the box is the usual McFarlane stuff. This is the deluxe theatrical edition, the Dark Knight trilogy, the Joker. Good looking box. The back art's really cool. The side art. Lots of goodies in this one too. We got a bazooka, machine gun, handgun, knife. I can't tell what else might be in there. Got some extra hands. And I don't know how McFarlane got away with this, but usually y'all know how he is with that, having weapons in the boxes. I don't know what the deal is behind that, but he has them in this. So pretty cool, because I know there for, I don't know when it was, but at one point there was like a weapons pack you could get. I think it might have been on Big Bad or something. I forgot what website I saw it. It might have been Amazon, I think, because none of the figures were coming with guns or anything. So kind of weird. I don't know what the deal is with that. If anybody knows, just put that in the comments. So no more information, just pictures. We're going to slide this bad boy out of here. Let's see what all it comes with. Let's see what all this is. So we got that. Well, it smells like fresh off the line plastic, man. Let me tell you. So looks like we got. I don't want to tear this up here, but we'll go ahead and cut it out of there. I don't know what this is for. Oh, I need the rest of that. Oh, jeez. All right, so we got that thing there that I don't know what it is, and then we got the usual card, which I do keep all the cards for DC Multiverse. I do have a small card collection of stuff, so no name strikes terror at the hearts of Gotham City citizens quite like the Joker. In a city overrun with larger-than-life criminals, the always laughing villain stands alone, a complete psychopath with no moral compass whatsoever. The Joker, whose real name and identity remain completely unknown, is characterized by his chalk-white skin, green hair, and permanent rictus. What is that? Rictus grin stretched across his face. But there isn't a single thing funny about this particular clown, who only finds humor in the suffering of others. I don't know why I read that, but that was kind of long. Pretty cool little card from the movie. I think I got the one they did for the Batman Begins one was kind of the same card that they did with a lot of other Batman releases. So pretty cool. Got the little stamp that says DC on it. And let's see what this thing is. Let's see if we can get that open there. It feels like just a cardboard or something. Yeah, it is just cardboard. Huh. I don't know what this goes with or goes on, but I guess we're going to. Oh, it's got a stand. I mean, McFarlane is kind of known for the card stands and stuff that's kind of good for displays. Oh, that popped right out. It's got a little twist tie. I just pulled it and it came out. He's kind of known for having stuff like that people are just kind of like, okay. But, I mean, like for my DC Multiverse stuff like this, let's see what it looks like. For what I do with them, putting them on the stand and having that behind them might be kind of cool. Let's take a look and see. Oh, goodness, all this is taped in here really good. So, as you can see, we can see all the goodies really good. You got that's what that is right there is a stand for the card we have, which, I mean, I guess it'd be kind of cool. We're going to find out, though. Kind of have a little villain stand there or spot on the shelf for DC movie stuff. So, maybe I was wrong on that. Does that go in there like that? Huh. Well, that doesn't go there like that. This card can go in there. Or can it? Maybe I'm wrong. No, it goes in there. Okay. So that can go in there, which is weird. But this, I guess, is just for putting on the wall. It doesn't go in there. I thought maybe it'd be a little card to put behind him. I mean, I used to have that as a shower curtain, which is weird. I can't find it. I had the Batman themed bathroom at one time when I was not married. I still had it downstairs at our old house, but no one ever used that one, so no one ever. Oh, I got to pop in here real quick because that version of Scott missed this. This was in the Joker box too, and there's two of them, and it's for the card. So it did have a card holder in there. They were just kind of invisible. I was about to throw them away. So, but anyways, just throw that in there real quick. Saw it, but I don't know where it went. When we moved, I put it somewhere. So I had a shower curtain that said "Why so serious," which was pretty cool. All right, we're going to take a look at some of these accessories. I know in the past I've had a lot of complaints about McFarlane and his accessories being really gummy. These aren't terribly bad. Like the thicker plastic here on this isn't bad. The tip is a little pliable, but not as bad as I thought it'd be. Not like that steel figure that we had with the hammer, which I ended up selling mine. Anytime you had him with that hammer would just sag. And this one is kind of like that. The bazooka, very anywhere where it's a little thin, it's very kind of gummy-ish. So still looks pretty good, you know. Good looking grenade launcher, bazooka, or whatever you want to call it. And his handy knife that he had where he was trying to make people smile with it. Or if he's got a spot for his knife anywhere. Be nice if he did. I'm just kind of perusing the looks there. Then we got our handgun with an extra large clip I've got one of those for, but I think it's for like a 40 cal. Then we have extra hands, which we got this one. You can't hardly see what it is. It's got a, I think it's a Joker card. You can barely tell holding the cards. Got another little kind of grippy hand from possibly one of his guns with a trigger finger. And we got an open hand. Can't hardly see these because they're so tiny in my hand. And then we got another one for holding the gun. So that was all the goodies in there. Pretty cool. Now we can take a look at the figure here. And for some reason, I was thinking his coat was going to be like a cloth coat or something, I think. Or maybe I was dreaming that. Which, looking at it in the pictures, you can't really tell, but like the coat is all connected to his vest there. So this isn't going to come off. Maybe slide off. But no, it's all connected. None of this is coming off coat-wise, which, I mean, it is the main look that kind of, you know, that's Joker. This is the one that most people would want. We got our typical McFarlane business here. We got pins in the arms, which aren't too terribly noticeable with the coat and the color, and then the legs the same way. Still got the old pins in it. Got the toe bend. Typical McFarlane articulation. The joints in the hip area is not too bad. It's real hollow right here. Like there's nothing there. Like you can push in. So his ab crunch is kind of happening, I guess, a little bit. As you can see, that's pretty much what I'm getting. I don't want to break it, but it's like it's hollow right there almost. But other than that, just taking a look, taking him in, the head sculpt looks really good. I'm trying to get a good look too. The eyes are a little bit off, but other than that, when you see that on the shelf, you're gonna know that's Heath Ledger Joker. So we'll just try to take a few more looks. He's got his chain there, which I guess would be for his wallet or his watch or whatever. I don't remember if he ever showed anything like that. I do know what would have been cool is if the jacket could have opened up and would have had all the grenades with the little strings on it and maybe an extra hand that was able to kind of give that look that he had in the scene whenever he went to the gangster's hideout. He was trying to make a deal with them, so but we didn't get that. But I mean, how often would I really have it set up on the shelf like that? That'd probably be more for people that do a lot more photography, toy photography, and stuff like that. Majority of the time, mine just kind of sit on the shelf and build up a little dust action there. So let's see how he stands just right off the bat here. Oh, and he's not wanting to stand this. Anytime you get these guys that are kind of have a suit on, the ankles are usually a little bit finicky. So I just wanted to stand him there and take a look at something real quick. We're going to have to get old Dusty off the shelf over here. I haven't touched him in a while. We got Batman off the shelf here. And this one is from The Dark Knight. So let's see how we can get this. Oh, it's even got cobwebs on him and stuff. I need to do some dusting. So, but anyways, I wanted to try to kind of see how they look side by side. And we got height wise about exactly the same there. Batman, if he didn't have his suit on, he's a little bit taller. His ears, his little bat ears make him a little bit taller though. So, but that is the Joker there. Head spins really good on this one. Not much for tilting because of the hair, so that's going to be one thing. But if you're a fan of the Dark Knight trilogy, this is definitely a pickup, so you can kind of complete yourself there. So, but other than that, was this one you guys picked up? Are you not into the Dark Knight? As you're kind of like, oh, that's old. I was just watching it like a second ago, and I was like looking at the dates when they came out, and I think the Batman Begins came out in 2005, and then the Dark Knight came out in 2008. I'm like, what is happening to me? Time is just freaking flying by because I still remember going to see Batman Begins. And funny story with Batman Begins, it's not much of a story. It's just when I went to see Batman Begins, I did not like it. The first one seemed like, I don't know what it was. for some reason, whenever I went to see Batman Begins, like I felt like it was shot weird, like the fight scenes and stuff, the choreography, I guess, maybe was kind of off putting to me because it seemed like it was a lot of like close up scenes on the fighting scenes, and it felt like it should have been backed up to where you could see a little more. And I didn't really like what's his name's Batman. I forgot his name. Christian Bale. I still don't really care for him. I think some of the suits looked really cool, but the whole the whole thing with doing the voice gravel thing and stuff, I just couldn't get on board with it. So Batman Begins is a movie now I'll go back and watch, and I enjoy it a little bit, but usually I go back and I'll watch The Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises, or whatever that one was called with Bane in it. Which that one I have my complaints of that one because the ending of it was just kind of I didn't really care for the ending of that one. And I thought that I thought they should have had the guy that played Bane, what's his name, Tom Hardy. I think he did good like as an actor, but the look, like the design of the look was good, but I just felt like he should have been bigger. So that's the only complaint with him, other than he was a little small. So he did get some muscle, some weight put on him for the role, but like size wise compared to Batman, I just felt like he was a little bit lacking, but I still accepted it. So I still love the plane scene in that movie at the beginning of it. So just like with the Dark Knight, I still love the beginning of that movie. The bank robbery scene. I think that's a very classic, memorable scenes for that trilogy. And that being said, we haven't had much of anything Batman like a trilogy or anything. The Batman was, I don't know. I'm still. It's not one of those movies where I go back and watch it a lot. So I don't know what you guys think. So what was your favorite Batman movie? My favorite Batman was the Batfleck. Too bad we didn't get a movie from him, an actual Batman centered movie with him, and I think that would have been really good. But other than that, like Batman movie wise, I guess the one I've watched the most would probably be either the '89 or Batman Returns. One of those two. That's a toss up on those. So I'd probably still say my favorite of all time is probably '89 Batman. So but anyways, what do you guys think? What was your favorite? Is this a pickup for you? Did you like the movie? What was your favorite Batman movie? Who was your favorite Joker? I can already tell you mine. He's standing right here. He was awesome. Even though I did love Jack Nicholson back in the day, this is a very, I don't know, just my favorite. So that's all I'm gonna say. So that's it. You guys have a good one.